Kia ora Aotearoa, Angus Hines here at Met Service. This is the first severe weather warning video for 2023. I hope you did manage to get some fine weather in through the Christmas New Year period, because we are taking a turn for the worse, particularly up the top of the country. Let's start off with a look at our radar imagery. This is the observations of rainfall from the past 12 hours, late Tuesday night and throughout Wednesday morning. And we can see the wet weather moving on to the top here: Northland, Auckland, Coromandel, Bay of Plenty, some parts of Waikato seeing rain this morning. And as we switch from the observation to the forecast, we'll see it's set to continue for most of these northern places. So our severe weather team have just released the latest severe weather warnings, and let's get into the detail starting at the top of the country. A warning remains in place for Northland until 11 p.m. tonight. Now, much of the rain that composes this warning has fallen already this morning, but it will stay wet through Northland this afternoon and this evening, and expect about another 70 mils or so in places, particularly on the eastern side of Northland and up around the far north as well. Those are the areas likely to get the largest accumulations of rain in the next 12 hours before things do dial back a little bit overnight tonight. There is a warning in place for the Coromandel Peninsula. That one doesn't start until 3 p.m. this afternoon, and it runs for 24 hours through until Thursday afternoon. Over that time, 100 to 150 millimetres of rain is expected around the Coromandel Peninsula. That is likely to affect a whole number of holiday makers there, people out camping, tents, cabins. It's going to get very, very wet, so do take care on your holidays there. Likewise, there is a warning in place for the far west of the Bay of Plenty. That is this orange area here, Bay of Plenty west of Matata. That warning starts 9 p.m. on Wednesday evening, and it goes for a day and a bit. So it goes through until the early hours of Friday morning, and we're expecting well over 100 millimetres in that area. One further warning in place, this one across the South Island, the very far northwest of the South Island. That's the Tasman region. There's a warning in place there from midnight tonight, Wednesday evening, through until early Friday morning. So that is a 30-hour period, basically wet all day on Thursday, and again well over 100 millimetres of rain expected, especially up in the mountains. The yellow areas on our map here are heavy rain watches. There's a number of them too. We'll just quickly go through these. Heavy rain watches signal that there will be some incoming rain for these places. It doesn't quite look like it's going to breach the threshold to be a warning, but it's a wet day nonetheless in Auckland, Great Barrier, Taranaki, Maunga. We're looking at parts of Marlborough here, including the Sounds, and parts of the Westland Ranges, all of those areas in for a soggy couple of days. Now, you might think I'm done here, but no, we are back into the model guidance, taking a look at the wind, because very strong northeasterlies are blowing across the top parts of the country, and that has prompted us to issue a strong wind warning for the Auckland region, where northeasterlies could gust 110 kilometres an hour from now until 3 a.m. on Thursday morning. And once again, these yellow areas are strong wind watches. So it will be gusty in all of these places, but perhaps not quite strong enough to become a warning. But it will be windy through Northland, much of the central North Island from Coromandel down to Taranaki, as well as Banks Peninsula. You can see the full extent of all of these watches and warnings with all the details, all the timing at metservice.com. That is it from me. Kia pai te rā.